I like how the only sound effects on the overworld are just like right now. So I occasionally hear like a dog barking. Anyway, hey everybody, my name's London. Welcome back to Sorcery. Last episode we were in Dumpus, and now we're out of Dumpus. You rise early, dismiss the attentions of the innkeeper, and head out into the street. Within a few minutes of walking, you are out of Dumpus and back on the road. After another hour or so, the way branches, with one path heading up into the hills and the other turning downhill and along one side of a barren, stony ridge. Is that a village you can make out on top of the hill? It seems a lonely place for it. I don't like this name. It reminds me of urine. And I see a cave. I like the cave. Abandoned. Easy. So let's go this way. You follow a meandering path around the side of a hill for most of the morning. It's difficult to see ahead through the tree line, but you trust to the course, and eventually the path bursts out into a narrow stone ledge, high above the valley floor. The ledge leads left and right. There is no way forward. Look. Well, you could rest a moment and eat. Perfect. You look left. You can see the narrow ledge is formed by a splitting of the rock that leads all the way down to the misty valley floor. If there is a path up to the other side, it is not clear from here. Look right. Looking right, you are taken aback as out of the mist that fills the valley, an impossibly wide bridge looms into view, as if it had only now fallen into place. It is made of planks and thick rope and is suspended from this peak to the peak on the other side. Who could have built such a marvel, and how long ago? Look at the bridge. You take a moment more staring at the bridge. It forms a delicate curve across the valley, swaying very slightly in the wandering wind. But the more you look, the more it seems too perfect. Could such a bridge possibly exist, or is it a mere illusion to trick the incautious traveler? Then it is time to move on. Getting to your feet once more, you take a moment to find your balance before moving on. One slip here, and you will fall a long way down. That bridge seems too suspicious, sort of, but also I like caves, because I've had good luck so far with them. The bridge seems untrustworthy. Should anything happen while you were halfway across, there would be no escape but the last, most final kind. As in death. Better to walk. You make your way along the stone ledge. The angle is steep and it's hard going not to stumble. At the valley floor is a dried-up river, covered in worn stones honed by water that is now long gone. Small caves open in the rock face nearby, with rusted machinery abandoned outside. There was mining here once, but it must have been a long time ago. A wider track made for carts carrying ores leads up the far slope. Investigate the mines. You approach the mine entrance. A wet wind, greets you from the depths. The mine shaft must lead somewhere. But it is pitch dark, there are no torches, and you do not have any light of your own. Has that stopped me before? What the fuck am I doing? You stride further inside until the wet rock is above you, and the air falls suddenly cold and still. Your breath echoes. Tight, dark places are often fearsome, and though the rock walls here were carved with axes, there is still something wild and harrowing about this place. Your feet crunch on the gravel floor. Go further in. Oh good, I'm dead. You go a little further into the dark, feeling your way along the right wall. Then you hear something, a deep resounding growl. The walls shake. There is a scrape of claws on stone and another noise like fluttering, beating sails, as though a ship fought against a gale. Something is rushing towards you. You turn to run, but you cannot move your legs quickly enough. Sharp talons gash in your back and you fall. What's my fate? Am I dead? You've been killed in the darkness. So, let's just go ahead and rewind that. Okay, let's look around real quick. Look at the machinery. You walk for a while between the ancient machines that list out of the mud besides the riverbed. Gigantic hoppers, now bronze with rust, with huge spiked wheels on their sides, and chutes leading between them, now thick with bindweed, slugs, and mud. Whatever these machines were for, they have not worked in decades, maybe even centuries. What about the riverbed? Take some stones. Sure, and then we'll leave. The climb on the other side of the valley will be no easier than the climb down. Well, here we go. Yeah. I'm like Zelda. Your breath is short and your heart is hammering as you pause halfway up the valley slope. A small wooden hut is opposite, set a little way back from the path. I like huts. Approach the hut. What the fuck is that? Thinking you might be able to stop for directions, you head towards the hut, but halfway across the scrub towards it, you see a figure emerging from the doorway. A troll! There he is. Hello. Approach the troll. Maybe it's a nice troll. You move towards the troll, not afraid to let it see you, and see you it does, raising its sword above its head and roaring. Trolls are dim-witted creatures and oh, okay. Well, I guess we're fighting then. Ooh, look at him go. Watch out, buddy. Whoa! Okay. This is a stronger sword now, though. And then he's gonna hit me. Haha. His shield comes up. Wah! What's next, buddy? You wanna go? You wanna go? You wanna go? Ha-ya! Haha! I did it. Skilled swordplay. Thanks, Mom. Search the troll's hut. With the troll dead, you quickly search the hut and find 3 gold pieces hidden inside the pile of blankets. Then you slip out and continue on your way. Why can't I talk to the troll? Why can't he be my friend? Another hour passes as you finish the climb. With the sun starting to hang heavy in the sky, you reach the top and meet with the other end of the rope bridge. Look back at the bridge. It may look stable, but it is undoubtedly a death trap set to part travelers from their gold and from their lives. So I was right? Sweet. That was mostly just because I liked caves. Some way down the hill, you stop for a rest and sit on a boulder to survey what lies ahead. But the boulder's a crab. The path leads downward, and at its foot, cradled between 3 peaks, is a village, and quite a large one at that. Behind you, the sun is falling rapidly into the hills. It will be night soon. Yeah, approach the village, yo. The village looks like a good place to stop. You hop down from the boulder and make your way towards the village. When an overhanging branch touches your face and you hear a lively chirping. Freeze. You freeze. Hovering by your shoulder is a small creature the size of a bird. It is childlike but very thin with green skin, and it flits around you on transparent wings. It seems friendly enough. It even lands on your shoulder, its tiny clawed toes pinching slightly. Hi. Greetings. The fuck is that? Why is it naked? The fuck are you? And hello to you. And hello to you. My name is Jan. Hello, hello. What are you? The creature does a backflip and gives a low bow. I'm a Minimite. Pleased to meet you. Haven't you ever seen Arthur in the Invisibles? I'm like that. Sort of, not really. He reaches out a tiny hand and shakes your earlobe. Huh. What do you want with me? See that village? Last time I tried to go through, they told me I wasn't welcome. So I wouldn't mind some protection. Come on, let's get going, can't we? Sure. Why not? Why not? Where I'm going is dangerous. I've got small wings. Can't get very far on my own. You're not in a hurry, are you? It observes. Do you want to sleep out in the rough? What can you tell me about the village? That's Biratanti, and it's very safe. It's the largest village in every village. Every traveler who comes this way spends at least one night here, so it's a little bit expensive, especially for Minimites, but pleasant enough. Well, let's go. Seems like a nice enough creature. I feel like it's evil, though. It looks evil. Fine. Let's enter the town. Got my new friend with me. The sound of festivities grow louder. It's almost spooky here in the shade of the valley, and after so long on the dire road, the people in this village seem to be enjoying themselves. See, the Mennonite on your shoulder remarks, I told you it was a happy place. What's going on? Are they bewitched? No, if there was magic, believe me, I'd know. This is the festival of the young. What's that? Well, take a look. Jan waves a little hand around the village. The idea is that once a year, the children are allowed the freedom of the village. It is a time of great fun and lots of pranks. Pranks! It becomes quickly obvious what he means. You pass the first few buildings where you find a number of children sitting in the street and drinking ale. They're just gonna die. Further on, a young boy is holding an old woman over his knee and is spanking her. That's hot. On the other side of the street, a group of boys is fighting outside a hut with a sign that reads, Glandragor's Tavern. It is all complete mayhem. Rescue the old... It's a little kid. She can fucking handle herself. So, enter the tavern. Hang out with a bunch of kids, I guess. Oh no, it's a man. Greetings, stranger. I'm Glandragor. Can I be helping you? Greetings. I've come a long way. I'm sure you have. Take a seat. You do so, and Jan leaps up onto the counter. Glandragor seems amused rather than alarmed by the creature. How much is ale? 2 gold pieces. Sure, let's buy a mug. Why not? You look like you've been on the road for a while. You have no idea. Glandragor nods. Tell me about this village. Glandragor shrugs. Not much to say. What you see is what you get. This place keeps going because it's the only route between Kar and Cantopani. It's one of those mountains. If one of those mountains falls or the river freezes over, then this place will be a desert in 2 weeks. Tell me about yourself. Me? Why? I'm a normal enough fellow. What you see is what you get with me. That's what I always say. I'm headed for Kar. Of course you are. Didn't I just tell you that? Well, my friend, if you found the hills to be a challenge, then Kar may well be the death of you. Now there's a city of thieves if ever there was one. I will survive. Good for you. I suppose the worst that happened to me there was a broken heart in the end. He's a robot. He's a robot. You'll be passing through Torapani, I suppose. The Sphins in Torapani are normally a merry lot, but they're pretty depressed at the moment. There's a real gloom about that place. What's the matter with them? Oh, well, I'm sure it's nothing to concern you. From the counter, Jan issues a loud slurp. Oh, Jan's a guy. Maybe it's John. John Dennis. Jontron. It's Jontron. He has been sipping ale from puddles on the bar top and is now quite drunk. Let's wake him up. Be like, hey, you awake? Leave him there if you like. I'll pick him up and put him in a mug. But you don't quite manage it. At the last moment, Jean, maybe it's Han. Jan arouses himself and flies wobbly back onto your shoulder. I love you, he whispers into your ear. Let's go further into town. We got 4 gold. You head out of the tavern and turn a corner to find a group of girls standing by a signpost pointing to the crystal waterfall. They are tripping up their elders as they pass and giggling. Ask them about the waterfall. You stop by the group and ask them about the waterfall. That's what I just said. But they are too distracted by Jan, whom they delight in poking, tickling, and generally cooing over. After a few minutes of asking them about the waterfall, and you give up and walk away. One of the girls called, come back. Another shouts, the water is good for you. Jan sighs, already missing the attention, but comes back to rest on your shoulder. Well, if the waterfall's good, then we better go. You go back past the girls and head up a path that climbs through a crack in the mountainside. Soon the air is filled by a thundering. It's quite a climb, but eventually you turn a corner through a narrow cleft in the rock and catch your first glimpse of the tall natural waterfall plunging down from the cliffs overhead. Large crystal stalactites hang down either side of the water. There's only one path to reach it, winding up the rock face, and it passes by a small hut where a ruffian is collecting money. Let's say hello, hello. Oh, fuck, it's 3. You make your way over to the hut. Greetings, I begin. You collect a fee for the waters? I don't. Sneezes the ruffian. These waters cannot be so healing that he is not. What? These waters cannot be so healing that he has not caught an awful flu from them. There you go, Mason. Haggle. Fine. I'll pay it. I'll pay it. I have 1 gold. That's fine. Let's go. The waterfall. Which cascades forcefully into a deep pool. You strip off your clothes and dive into the pool while Jan flitters through the froth. The cool water is fresh and invigorating, and you feel yourself getting rapidly better. You feel a huge swell of confidence. Coming here was the best decision you have made. Now you can move on, refreshed and ready for the night. Well, that's pretty sweet. Oh. I don't have any money, so I guess we're sleeping at the waterfall. So let's do that. We don't need to eat anything. You rest your head onto your backpack and you close your eyes. 18, our stamina's almost at the max again. Your dreams are filled with walking, with peaks and valleys and endless paths. A curious light plays across them, building walls to heights before ruining them as it moves away. The rest of the night passes silently. And we are headed over there. And we're almost there. Oh, we probably will be able to get to part 2 next time, hopefully. We'll see you guys in the next video. Woo!